Hi there, enlightened ones. This is Samantha Shanklin back again. Okay, this video is for young women who don't have kids. So let's repeat this again. This video is for young women who do not have kids. So if you're a woman, you already have kids, please click off this video because you might not like what I have to say. Okay, this is for young women who do not have kids. I beg you. I'm begging you to please to not have kids out of wedlock. Once again, if you're a young woman, I want you to listen to me very clearly. Please do not have kids out of wedlock. Now, first let me say kids are a blessing. What else can I say? They're a blessing that they help. I mean, that's how you procreate the race, humanity. You have kids, okay? Without having kids, there would be no more humans around here. So I'm not against having kids, but to the young women, I think some people are not being honest and upfront with you. A lot of women who have multiple kids by multiple men, while they might love their life or whatever, I don't think they're being honest with you or would never address this and say it is hard. I personally don't have kids, but I have been around women who are single parents, and it's not a joke. I was watching the Steve Harvey show the other day, and there was a woman on there who had 4 kids. She what happened? She didn't have a car. She had to travel 2 hours on a bus back and forth to work. She had got beaten and almost raped. She had to give her kids away. She had lost her job because her son had asthma, and she missed too many days of work because she had to be at home with him. And I thought to myself, where's the father or the fathers at? And I'm pretty sure when she had the first kid, she was poor. So why would you have a second kid if you're poor? You can't take care of the first one. Look, shit happens. I mean, you might have had 3 kids and you could have been rich, and then you lost all your money. But my thing about it is women, there's men, young ladies, listen to me clearly. There are men out here who will have sex with you and will leave you. There are a lot of men out here who just, most of the men just really want to have sex. And they will convince you to have sex without a condom. They do not care. Some of them are trashy and they will leave you with all the responsibility. So you can't worry about what they do. You have to worry about yourself and protect yourself. You can't spend your life saying white men do this and white men do that, and it doesn't matter, because you're the one that's going to be left with the baby in case he walks out. So it's important for you to do what's best for you, and what's best for you is to wait until you find a man who's in love with you, who wants to marry you, who wants kids. Let me put this again. Who wants kids. Just because you get married still does not mean you should just hurry up and have a kid, because the man still might not be ready to have a kid, or you guys might not be ready to have a kid because you're probably not financially stable and you want to spend some time just you two in the marriage and, you know, living life. Because when kids are entered into the marriage, it's a different dynamic. So what I'm saying is, listen to me, okay? You're young, you're beautiful, you have your whole life ahead of you. Having a kid is a beautiful thing, but you can wait, trust me. You don't have to rush into this. Most people, when they get out of high school, they don't know what they want to do with their life. And if you're young and you haven't, if you're young, you haven't been in a workforce probably for a significant amount of time, you don't know really how it is in the world. You don't know how hard it is. You don't know how people change careers a lot, and how these jobs don't pay shit, and how the economy screwed up, and just how life is and how life can be, how cruel it can be. And then you add on a mouth to feed, multiple ones without any help, you're going to be severely depressed and damn near suicidal. So what I'm saying is, don't put yourself or your kids through that. If you think about it, if you was to have a child, wouldn't you love and want the best for it? So when you want to bring it in an environment where it has a mother and a dad, or 2 mothers or 2 dads, or whatever situation is, a situation where you have help. Your mother and your grandmother and your aunties, yeah, they can help, but this is not the obligation to help you raise your child. It's you and the man's job to raise the child that you guys create. It's not nobody else's responsibility. So don't think I'm just gonna have kids and still be able to party and then leave my kids with my mother and auntie. I had seen on TV, well, yeah, it was on TV, on the news, a lady, she's a 20-year-old stripper. She left her 2-year-old daughter at home by herself overnight, and the building burnt down, or the heater she left in her, the 2-year-old, it caught on fire, and her daughter died. Okay, she didn't have a babysitter, or she didn't care about having a babysitter. She's still 20, want to go out strip and have fun. Why did she have a child so young? Well, what was the point? You still want to go out strip and have fun. And that's another thing. If you still want to have fun and go out, okay, that's going to stop when you have kids. Okay, then you're going to be begging for a babysitter. Okay, you need to have fun now, enjoy yourself, and then wait to build a family later on. Look at it like this, young ladies. When you think of a child, you didn't create it by yourself. Why would you want to raise it by yourself? And also, when you think of a child, think of a family unit. Think of child and husband, or if you're gay, child and woman, whatever you're into. But I'm just saying, child and husband. Think of it that way. Think of it, those 2 things go together. You don't want to be a single mom by yourself, left out in the world, and no help. It's not fun. It's not glamorous. Do not let women who have multiple kids by multiple men make you feel like it's glamorous to have a kid out of wedlock. It's fucking not. Do not allow them to get into your head. And a lot of women, I think, are ashamed of their actions and don't want to take accountability and would not tell these women, okay, it's not fun. It's not glamorous. Yes, kids are a blessing, but at the same time, how is some, like, okay, you say it's a blessing, but I would think that kid would have wanted you to wait to have them until you were stable. Who wants to grow up poor in the hood, not see their dad, only see their mom? Their mom is stressed out. She's working 2 jobs. They don't have no guidance. And I mean, who the hell want to grow up like that? To never have anything, struggling. So I think the kid will want you to wait until you were, you know, madly in love, married, financially stable, and then have them. Okay? Put yourself first. Put yourself first. You are important. You are beautiful. You have your life ahead of you. What do you want to do with your life? What you want to be an actress? You want to be a model? You want to be an engineer? What you want to have your own business? What you want to travel the world? Think about that first before you open your legs and allow a man to have sex with you out of condom. Now let me say this. If you're looking for love, you're looking for it in the wrong place. A man can't give you unconditional love. You got to find love within yourself. So if you have daddy issues, your dad wasn't around, you need to get help and get counseling and heal from that, because that's going to cause you to cling on to a man. And a lot of these men, young ladies, just want to have sex. They want to have sex and it feels better to them without the condom. So they don't want to have a kid with you. They're not necessarily in love with you. They just, you know, they just want to have sex, and you are that vessel to do that. So don't let them trap you. And don't let women who have multiple kids by multiple men make you feel like you're doing something wrong if you're in your 30s without a kid, or you're 23 or 24 without a kid, or even if you're 19 without a kid. Don't not let them brainwash you. Live your life. Live your passion. Okay? And also, just because you get married, yeah, it does not mean that you can't get married, have a kid, be financially stable, and the marriage failed, now you're a single mom. But at the same time, at least you try to give your kid a two-parent household and a loving environment. At least you try to do that. So don't beat yourself up about that. I'm just saying, listen to me. I'm begging you, please. I see so many young girls around here pushing baby strollers and just saying working these fast food jobs and looking miserable. Listen to me, please. I beg you. Do not let these men get into your head. Do not let these women who some of them are miserable, who are single moms, make you feel like, okay, you need to hurry up and have a kid. I want to say this last thing. At the time I was 23. I had a relaxer at the time, and I was getting my hair styled, and this lady came to the hair salon. She was one of the hairstylist's grandmother. She had got married young and had kids young. Okay, I get that. You were married first, so yeah, go and have them. You have a husband to help you take care of them. So she asked me, I wasn't even talking to her, but she said to me, do you have kids? I said no. She said, well, are you married? I said no. And I said, well, right now I'm in school trying to get my degree. And she cut me off before I could finish. She said, well, I'm glad I had my kids young because we grew up together. Now, her and her husband had a cleaning business where they would go around and clean homes, which was cool. But I found her statement to be very ignorant. And I think I made her feel uncomfortable by saying that I was not married, that I did not have kids, and that I was in college. Let me explain something to you ladies, okay? A man and the kids do not validate you. Repeat this again. Young ladies, listen to me. A man and a child does not validate you. A husband and multiple children do not validate you. Because I know so many women who were married and had kids, and they went crazy after a while, because to them, only thing they were was a wife and a mother, and they didn't have an identity of their own. You have to have an identity of your own, and your identity is not going to come from your husband and kids, because that's your family. That's just a part of you. But that's not going to complete you. You love your family, you love your husband, but a man and kids do not validate you. So listen to me. Do not let another woman who's insecure about what you want to do with your life tell you that you have to hurry up and get married and have kids, and damn sure don't have none out of wedlock. Why you want to raise a kid by yourself? Okay, so listen to me. Disregard these horny men who want to fuck without a condom. If you're gonna have sex, use a condom and get on birth control. But if you're not on birth control, please use a condom. I advise you to get on birth control, a healthy version of natural birth control, so it won't mess up your body. But always use condoms. Always use condoms. And also, do not let women who are miserable with multiple kids by different men get into your head, make you feel like it's glamorous and fun to be a single mom and be by yourself and raising your kids and struggling, and then your kids sometimes grow up fucked up. And do not let these horny men screw you without a condom. They're not worth it. They a lot of them will leave you alone with that baby. And do not think that your grandmother, your mother, or your aunties, if they're alive, is going to take care of your kid. It's not their responsibility to take care of your kid. It's your responsibility. It's you and the man that you screwed responsibility to take care of your kid. Okay, take accountability, ladies. Okay, so young ladies, please listen to me. Please, okay? This is not for the women who has multiple kids already, who whatever. This is for women. This video is for young women who do not have kids, okay?